Also, I find it's kind of hard to read the board in the video, so it's more of an aid to your memory than it is a replacement for the lecture. Textbook. Once again, this has changed since last year. I'm switching from the Hagen book to Proakis. So the reason is because this has been updated and Hagen hasn't. However, my general philosophy is that my course notes are sufficient. So if you come to class and take notes, you don't really need to look at the textbook too much. Also new for this year, lab. So the lab is on Friday, 10:30 to 1:30. So the entire period, that's 3 hours, the entire thing is called lab. My philosophy, or my strategy with that is that the first hour of the lab period, and this is really why we push for the lab, the first hour of the lab period will be tutorial. So if you have questions about what's going on, the TA will basically stand up in front of the class and give extra explanations. So I think that'll be really helpful because the material that we're going to be covering is, people will find it intensely mathematical, so it helps to be able to take an hour to take a step back and say, well, there's parts that I'm not really understanding, so can you do some examples? And that's what the tutorial will be for. So that'll be 10:30 to 11:30 every Friday. Another thing, labs are not starting this week, they'll start next week. Question?
Just a question regarding textbook. Would it be possible for you to put it on reserve?
Is it in the library?
Yeah, but it's checked out.
Okay, yeah, I'll put that on reserve.
Thanks.
Okay, so you come to the website. This is, like I said, this is the RSS feed, so you'll be able to see the most recent announcements. So the most recent announcement right now, major updates to the web page. This morning, I basically populated all of this stuff on the web page. Course policies. Here's your grading scheme. Actually, let's do course schedule first. So here's the schedule of lectures. First time this year, fall reading week. That's the week of Thanksgiving. Quizzes and labs. Okay, the lab, in order to encourage people to come, i.e. force, every other week there will be something to do in the lab. On these dates here, there will be a quiz in the lab. So what's going to happen there will be a problem set of 4 or 5 questions. One of those questions verbatim will be on the lab. And that's actually one thing you can do with the TA in the tutorial hour will be to ask questions about the problem set. On the other weeks, these dates, we're going to have 6 labs, and there will be something to demonstrate in each lab. So you're going to demonstrate that to the TA. Other than that, as far as course grading stuff goes, there's a midterm and there's a final exam. So here's your grading scheme. Quizzes are worth 1% each, and I'll take best 5 out of 6. So if you don't show up for one, or really vomit or something, I'll drop it. Or if you happen to get 100% on all your first 5 quizzes, then that's a little reward for you. You don't have to rate the 6. Labs 5% each, midterm 25, and final is 40. And my policies on missing stuff are pretty typical, so probably don't have to read that. Any questions so far? Okay, that's pretty much it as far as course policies go. Like I said, this course has changed a lot in the last year, so even though I've taught this before, it's pretty much a totally different course this year, so there will be little hiccups. So please bear with us. Okay, so what I wanted to do for today's class is get started with a review. So it's probably been a while since most people here have taken probability, so I'm going to start with a review of things you need to know in probability.